Hello, welcome again. We're here after the cardiac conduction course to learn about how to obtain an ECG, or at least a simple rhythm strip, on an individual. If you'll recall from yesterday's presentation, it's now yesterday's presentation, we went over the 4 chambers, 4 valves, and 5 major blood vessels in the heart. Went over the cardiac conduction system starting at the SA node, moving down to the AV node, through the bundle of His into the bundle branches and back up into the Purkinje fibers, and how we can see each one of those things on a ECG or electrocardiogram so that we can see what a heartbeat looks like. Today we're going to be going over how to obtain an ECG, or at least how to put stickers on someone to be able to see a heartbeat. I will be using a Zoll X series monitor. Various agencies, various workplaces have other types of monitors. This is the one that I have to use at my disposal, so that's the one we're going to use today. In order to do that, you will need stickers or electrodes that you'll need to place on the leads. And the leads themselves are little cables as such that we keep wrapped up with all of our other things here. It's going to look like a mess, and it's going to aggravate me on the next call. That's okay. So you'll hear them called a 3-lead, you'll hear it called a 4-lead, and for more information on why it is called that, and they're called the 3 leads, the 4 leads, the whichever's, again, that's something that you'll find more in a 12-lead class or a cardiology semester-long course as to why it gets that name. But again, for now, we're just doing a quick nitty-gritty meat and taters version of cardiac anatomy and what a heartbeat looks like on an ECG. So we have 4 cables here, all different colors: green, white, black, and red, which you can see here. Each one of those correlates to a different part of the body that we need to place these on. And as far as the electrical conduction and the capture of the image that these do, again, you'll go over that in a cardiology specific course. But for right now, nitty gritty, these are already labeled for us. LL is left leg, LA is left arm, RL is right leg, and RA is right arm. Pretty straightforward. They make it paramedic proof, as I like to call it, because at 3 a.m. when I'm dead asleep and this radio here goes off, I need a little bit more simple solutions and simple help, like, hey, do this, dummy. So they're paramedic proof. It's pretty cool. As with most pieces of technology, you gotta turn it on first. Hold down our power button, the monitor does its thing. It'll come on whenever it feels like it. Hello there. Alright, so already here we can sort of see it does a self-test and prints off a little bit of piece of paper. See that there's already a little line come across the screen. This little TV doodad here. This is the lead, or the picture. It's waiting for a heartbeat. It's waiting for a patient to be put on the monitor. And it will continuously cycle through that until we do that. So you take your stickers here and place them onto each lead. One here, one here, one here, and the last one. Now they're labeled as such that the right arm should go on the right arm. You'll see a lot of people do the core, patient's core, and you can do that if you're in a hurry. But if you want an accurate and thorough picture, you are highly recommended to actually use the patient's extremities. I will use my arms for this one, but given my work setup here, I'm not able to get to my legs very easily. I'm going to use my torso for the bottom. Please forgive me for that. It's just a lot easier if I don't take my pants off while I'm at work, and they don't let me wear shorts here around the station. So, this is the right arm lead. We're going to place it right here on my hairy arm here. That's not going to be fun to take off in a little bit. Do the same thing over here for my left arm. You can see left arm there. Place that there. Very good. Oh, it's already pulling at my hair. Isn't that cool? Alright, so we got 2 leads on already. You see how there's no heartbeat on the screen? There won't be until we get all 4 leads on. It has to have all 4 leads to generate a rhythm strip. Left leg, please forgive me here, putting that right here on the patient's left, of course, not your left, the patient's left. Same thing for the right leg. All these go on the patient's right and left, not your right and left. There's the last lead. And once all these squiggles go away, we'll see a heartbeat in just a second. It's generating all these squiggles, this extra movement, because I am moving. So when I get still, it will calm down. There we go. So that's a heartbeat. More specifically, that is my heartbeat. A little excited, maybe a little camera shy. Definitely could be the coffee that I've had. So that's a heartbeat right there. Let's print off a little strip for it. Wait for that to clear up for just a second. The monitor will pick up all kinds of movements. If I move my arm, see it changes things a little bit there. If I wiggle my legs, it's going to change things around a little bit. It's called artifact when it looks like not part of the heartbeat, the P, QRS, the T. If it looks like a little scratchy, it's called an artifact. Print off a little bit of a strip here. The rhythm, the monitor that you use will have different buttons and things like that to print off a rhythm strip. See your manufacturer's recommendations for that. But so we have the continuous ECG going right there. We can take and print out a rhythm strip right here. Now this should look a little bit familiar because we went over that in the course, in the lecture. Put it a little bit closer here so you can see my ugly mug. We got a couple of different parts to this rhythm strip here. Alright, and you'll recall from the course that we went over each one of them. We have a P wave, an R, an S, a T. Remember, we can have 2 or 3 parts of the complex, but not all. It doesn't have to have all 3. So there's a P wave, R, S, and T right there. So if we recall, the P wave that we can see right there represents atrial contraction. This is when the atria are squeezing. Okay, I have a P wave there. That means that my atria are contracting. With the help of Bachman's bundle, both of my atria are able to squeeze. As we move farther down, we got an R and an S wave here, a QRS complex without the Q. That means that my ventricles are depolarizing. They're squeezing. They're sending blood out to the various parts of my body, which I'm very appreciative of. And then right after the complex here, we can see that we got a T wave, which means that my ventricles are repolarizing, relaxing, which I, again, am very appreciative of. That'll be alright right there. Pretty straightforward stuff. They built for paramedics, so it can't be hard. And we got the monitor here that's generating our continuous strip. The rate there is changing as I move or as my heart decides, hey, it's okay, you're just making a video presentation. And the coffee that I should have had before this video started. But it's pretty straightforward stuff. We can see a heartbeat. This is one of the few tools that we have to look at a heart rate here. And that's really cool. Let me see if I can make this a bit bigger for the camera there. Oop. Oh, that just made it worse probably. There we go. Continuous PRST. I don't have a Q wave, which is good. You'll learn more about that in this separate course. PRST. All I did here was magnify the view, which you'll have to refer to your manufacturer's settings to figure out how to do that, but I just made it bigger so the camera can pick up on it a little bit easier there. So we attach a lead to the right arm, the left arm, the right leg, and the left leg. Again, you can use the core in the patient's core or their torso in a hurry up, we gotta get something manner, but if you have the time, you really should put them on each one of their limbs. So according to this little TV screen here that we can identify, we have atrial contraction, ventricular contraction, and ventricular repolarization. I have a heartbeat, which is good to know. We have proof here that depolarization, repolarization occurring because the SA node is firing. We know the SA node is firing because I have P waves and a rate between 60 and 100. If my SA node were to somehow fail, that number would be between 40 and 60. And if my AV node were to somehow fail, the bundle branches would pick up and generate a beat between 20 and 40. Pretty straightforward stuff. There we have it. That is how to obtain an ECG. For, again, refer to manufacturer specifics on how they want leads placed or what order. Some of them may have a specific order in which the leads need to be placed. Ow! Brought some hair with that one. But we know that I have a heartbeat because we can listen to it and we understand the anatomy of it. Now we have almost tangible proof because we can put it on this monitor, this screen, take a picture of it, and see. If you have any questions, you have my contact information on the course syllabus still. Oh! I didn't even get it all. Ah! Pretty straightforward stuff. Again, take a 12-lead course, a specific cardiology course where you'll go over more of the anatomy, things of that nature. I hope you do. You can get lost in every nook and cranny that the heart has to offer. Until then, see you next time.